During a night match in 1977, the iconic Carlton defender Bruce Doull experienced an unexpected event when Hawthorn's Kevin Ablett tackled him high, resulting in the backman losing his temper, a very rare occurrence in the Flying Doormat's career. This ignited Doull's anger, leading to a physical altercation, where Doull forcefully threw Ablett to the ground and exchanged punches. Many believe that this event was caused by Ablett stealing Doull's iconic headband. However, as footage would show, Doull would not lose his headband and would be conflated with another incident where Doull would lose his headband 6 years later during an elimination final. In front of a substantial crowd at Waverley in 1980, the night series final between North Melbourne and Collingwood reached its most controversial ending. As the game neared its end, North Melbourne trailed by only 3 points. Malcolm Blight, positioned at the centre, received the ball and, just as the final siren sounded, delivered a precise pass to teammate Carey Good at centre half forward. Despite the siren, the umpire failed to acknowledge it and awarded Good the mark. Amidst the chaos of thousands of fans flooding onto the ground, Good, under immense pressure, made no mistake, kicking truly from 35 metres and securing North Melbourne's first night premiership. In 1989, the night series transitioned into a pre-season competition, marking a significant change in its format. The VFL introduced an unconventional rule from the tournament. In the event of a tie, the next score would determine the winner. The rule was put to the test only once during a match between Hawthorn and West Coast at Waverley. With the Eagles trailing by 2 goals and minutes remaining, their chances seemed slim. However, Laurie Keane emerged as a hero, kicking 2 long goals to level the scores as official time expired. In the ensuing extra time, Paul Palos had found himself unmarked at half forward and scored a behind, securing victory for the Eagles. The players' jubilant celebration at the final siren revealed their unawareness of the rule, which was later abolished due to its controversy.
Now, I would say, going by that reaction, the players didn't quite know the rule.
No, I don't think so either.
In 1996, the AFL embarked on an experimental format for its 100th season by introducing the Lightning Premiership. This unique competition adopted a round-robin format reminiscent of state carnivals. Alongside this, new rules were introduced, such as awarding 3 points for hitting the post, granting a free kick to the opposition if the player was last to touch the ball before it went out of bounds, and enforcing a 35-minute match duration. Essendon emerged as the deserving champions, clinching victory in the final against the Brisbane Bears by 17 points. Despite the historical significance, the event attracted a relatively sparse crowd of just over 17,000 spectators. Approaching the 1996 competition, St Kilda was off the back of a dismal previous season. However, with promising youngsters such as Ozzie Jones, Joel Smith, Tony Brown, superstars such as Robert Harvey and Nicky Winmar in full flight, the Saints were striving for success. Under the fiery Stan Alves in the 1996 final, the young skillful Saints were never seriously threatened when racing away to a thumping 58-point victory over Carlton, the reigning premiers. Scenes of jubilation around Waverley, with thousands of St Kilda fans screaming onto the ground, celebrating the club's first flag in 3 decades. One supporter managing to climb halfway up the goalpost. The Saints had a dismal 1996 home and away season, but would be crowned minor premiers the following year. On the eve of the new millennium in 1999, a young Carlton forward, Brendan Favola, seized the moment to make a memorable statement. Favola delivered an exceptional performance, kicking 12 goals in Carlton's dominant 88-point victory over arch-rivals Collingwood at the MCG. This outstanding display marked a significant achievement for the emerging forward. It took Favola some time to establish himself in senior football. During the 2004 Wizard Cup final, the Saints showcased their dominance for the season by defeating the Cats by 22 points in a fiercely contested match. However, it was the controversial moment at the presentation that garnered attention. Coach Grant Thomas and skipper Lenny Hayes stood stoically on the dais, holding the cup with solemn expressions, sparking debate and speculation. Despite their impressive performance, the Saints' premiership aspirations were ultimately dashed when they fell to Port Adelaide just shy of the grand final. In the 2010 pre-season competition, the Western Bulldogs emerged as the standout team, securing a championship for the first time in 4 decades. Spearheaded by the impressive performances of new recruit Barry Hall, who notched up an impressive tally of 17 goals throughout the tournament, including 7 in the final. The Bulldogs garnered praise from fans in the West of their newfound attacking prowess. With a dynamic mix of youthful energy and seasoned experience, the Bulldogs showcased an exhilarating style of football that propelled them to the final, facing off against St Kilda, another club longing for premiership success. The Bulldogs surged ahead to claim the NAB Cup title with a commanding 40-point victory, highlighted by a sensational 6-goal final term. Despite high hopes from many experts for further success in the Premiership race that year, the Bulldogs were unable to break their streak of preliminary final losses, leaving them disappointed for the third consecutive year. In 2011, the